So Namibian cricket is buzzing yet again. The Olympics are just a few days away, and as always, rugby can be played and will be played in these weekends. My name is Ashrim Betty. This is Sport Wrap. We've been bringing you all these stories throughout the week. So let's streamline it a bit as we zoom in. Now, one thing about the progression of sport is not just about where you are and where you're going, it's understanding where you're coming from. And there's no better person to get that perspective than a former legend, or rather a current legend who is a former player. And that's precisely what Andrew Pullman did when he had a chat with the Namibian cricket legend, Lurie Peters.
Yeah, so we're catching up with Uncle Lurie Peters at Cricket Namibia's awards function for the year. Uncle Lurie, maybe just firstly tell us how have you been? What have you been up to?
What I've been up to, first of all, I've been following cricket in Namibia. I think it's fantastic that they qualified for the World Cup and these young players under great coach Pierre de Bruin have done so well, and they're going to the next World Cup, so I'm very excited about it. What have I been doing? I'm back umpiring, doing second league umpiring, enjoying it tremendously, love it. I don't do the Premier Leagues or the higher leagues because my reflexes are too slow, and I've got to respect my knees, they're also not young anymore. So what I'm doing is recording the history of cricket in Namibia, going way back to 1909, so I'm spending some time in the archive, doing some research on the internet, and finding it tremendously interesting. Done about 183 pages, and also watching some cricket, following cricket, and just having a good time, loving being a pensioner.
So you told us that you in fact were umpiring some cricket matches today.
Yes, I did a game this afternoon at 2:30, T20, second league game. Tomorrow at 8:30 I got another game. Last weekend I did 2 games, and looking forward to some more games for the rest of the season.
Yeah, so Uncle Lurie, you've obviously come a very long way with cricket in Namibia. So maybe just take us back for a second to what is your earliest memory of cricket in Namibia?
Well, I was speaking to my wife today. My first game as a schoolboy in Namibia was in 1959. Went all the way through playing cricket. I played cricket in Windhoek, I played cricket in Tsumeb, I played cricket in Karlsburg, Walvis Bay, and so played cricket and involved in cricket for 63 years now. So what are my great memories of cricket? When we started playing on gravel fields, I played with some great players, also started umpiring later, and became chairman of the cricket board, hosted tours from the MCC. Gloucestershire were the first team that came, part of the Namibia celebrations, followed by the first associate team being Holland, and many other teams after that, also serving on the ICC Chief Executives Committee, meeting some wonderful people, and being involved in some of the ICC decisions made, especially at the associate level. I still have wonderful contacts with people overseas, and I still keep contact with them, and just loving my pensioner's life. It's good to be a pensioner.
Yeah, so like you told us, this past season would you consider it to be the best cricket season that you've ever experienced in the history of Namibian cricket?
Absolutely. It's been fabulous. And the pressure is now on to do even better. So I'm looking forward to that, because we got some marvellous players. We saw tonight that the awards that were given to people like J.J. Smith, Jan Freiling, Craig Williams, and there's some young players like Michael van Lingen, And even some girls' cricket seems to me the women are doing very well. They've got some great coaches, Francois van der Merwe, and under the CEO, he's just doing a fabulous job. Just changed the momentum of cricket, very professional, got a great staff with him. I think we've got a great board too. Very professional, good business people, and the future looks rosy.
Last question. So, are you feeling healthy? How's your health, Uncle Laurie?
I'm blessed with good health. I go to gym 6 days a week. I have after that, I have coffee with my pensioners friend, and we solve all Namibia's political problems, their financial problems, but nobody listens to us. But yes, health-wise, it's I'm very healthy, and I thank my maker. He's been great.
I say, great, Uncle Laurie. It's been good to catch up with you, and all the best.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, always lovely from hearing a legend, especially when that legend is the one and only Lurie Peters. So, you might be wondering what's happening this weekend. Worry not, we've got you covered.
Excitement is back this weekend. Catch the Standard Bank NSSR clash between Tsumeb Gymnasium and Walvis Bay Private School at 09:45 on Saturday, July 20th. Don't miss the NRU action either. Tune in for FNB UNAM versus FNB Rehoboth live on NTV at 1500 hours.
Now, over time, over the last couple of years, there's been exponential growth in the Namibian boxing fraternity. And one of the icons that has been pushing it through his participation and, of course, professionalism and flying the national flag high is Jeremiah Nakathila. So here is his experience of the Namibian boxing fraternity.
We are joined here by, that's the man himself, Jeremiah Loki Nakathila. Obviously preparing for a big fight in August. Loki, we have chatted about this before, but we just want an update on how are things going in the gym.
Yeah, no, thank you, Jesse. Jeremiah Loki Nakathila here. I'm very busy man at work. When it comes to training, I've been in the gym since my last fight. Fought recently in April, and again my promoter did a great job to schedule me to fight in 17 August, and I'm excited. I mean, I'm looking forward to the 17 August, so I can do what I do best, and that's to shine and win. I'm looking forward to that fight.
All right, you've been sparring, obviously. I don't know how well you know your opponent. Have you ever seen him in action?
I have looked at a few footage on YouTube, but yeah, that's all I saw. But I'm just focusing more on my training and to make sure I'm ready, because I know when I'm ready, there's no doubt I'll destroy him.
Yes, Loki, you have gone up the weight. If we look at that, what can you say has changed in terms of diet, in terms of training? Is it the same as at the weight where you were?
Right now I feel more comfortable at lightweight. Since I have moved up, I feel more comfortable in the lightweight, so I'm not training more compared to when I was fighting a junior light. and also now I'm grown, so I have to be to move up. No complaint about the weight. I feel more stronger, more comfortable in the lightweight.
Definitely. Okay. So what are the different, let's say, in terms of lightweight, and when you were in the other division, what were the different stuff that you have seen that you need to do in lightweight that you, any other weight that you had to do?
Yeah, I feel there's more competition come to the lightweight. Even now, when you look at all Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, all the names you can mention, they are in the lightweight division. So it also motivates in the back of my mind to work hard, because I know I'm in a tough division, and if one of the days I have to fight these guys, or I have to get a call to fight one of these top guys, I must be ready. So I feel lightweight carry more competitive. It's a more competitive weight, and I'm happy to be in such a very competitive weight.
Yes. We know the Nakathila of the past and the new Nakathila that is now fighting in the lightweight, that has been fighting in the likes of America and these countries. So what would you say you have learned all this way?
Yeah, I've learned going to fight in America. I've learned something from those few fights that I fought there. And also the training camp. One of the things when you go abroad, you have a week for exposure whereby you train in this big gym, and you also have top guys that are coming in training that time. You look at certain things, how they do it, and for sure it will help you. Also just to strengthen your mind, how you have to do it when it comes to training. It helped me a lot. Training wise, I feel I was lucky to be part of those journeys, going to America and then have those exposure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, going to America, it's been a while now, obviously, since you returned. Perhaps in your back of your mind, when you're fighting these local fights, these African fighters and all, do you perhaps still have a dream of fighting again in America?
For sure, I'm looking forward to fight again in America, especially now having fights here. This fight is just to put me back at the range, or whereby I can have a chance to fight the top guys in America, and then it's a must that I must win this fight, so I can able to get a chance again to fight in the American soil.
Yes. Look, you've been into America. My interesting question has been the atmosphere in terms of a fight, when the fight is going compared to when you are in Namibia. What has been the biggest difference?
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, those are arena, you fight in a big arena, especially if you are coming in the ring. It's better to avoid to look around. It's better to focus on your opponent, because if you look around, you might get confused, because you see a crowd that you never see. Compared to here, country club is not that of a massive crowd compared to that side. So, but yeah, it sometimes it can also motivate you when people are cheering. You can also do it let me show you. You want to be known. You want to do better in front of the big crowd. Yeah.
All right. Every time preparing for that fight, coming into that arena, is it always packed behind?
Yes, it's always packed. The people like boxing, they like sport. Yeah, they always really come and come watch boxing. What I've seen in a couple of times in America, the venue is always full.
Mm-hmm. So when the venue is so full, the panic goes up and everything. Well, it's always good representing your country. I mean, so definitely if there was to be somebody else going to fight there, Loki, you would always give them advice.
Definitely, I'll give them advice. You see, boxing is not just physical. Boxing is also mental, whereby you have to be mental strong. Because in most cases, even if you are fit, you are strong, the body and the mind is weak, you can easily lose the fight. So it's better to have also somebody that can just talk to you about certain things, especially us who have been already there, especially to young guys. You can always come, approach me in case he's having a fight outside and ask a few things that you want to know, and I will tell him things that he has to know.
That he has to know. Any last word, Loki, for your fans, for the 17th of August?
Yeah, my last word, just to invite all the boxing fans to come to Venue Country Club on the 17th. We will be in action, so we are looking forward. We are preparing hard so that they might just buy their ticket, and then come the 17th, they should come watch boxing live, and for sure I'll be there to shine and then to make them proud.
Thank you so much, Loki.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome, everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Bonjour, ça va, bien, merci. Yeah, polish up on your French. The Paris Olympics are right around the corner, and this is today's Sport Rap Olympic segment. And that's what that was about. Yes, it was actually starting to get to see what the atmosphere is like in Paris, looking at the Eiffel Tower with those Olympic rings. And we know that in 4 days, in fact, leading up to the Olympics, we're going to be going deeper into the stories. But for now, that's the aesthetic. That's where we're going. Are you proud of the Namibians who are going to be representing the country at the Olympics? That would be very good to see. Who are the folks? We're going to hope to see if we can profile them as well. And of course, Olympics creates a global village. It means that you can be Namibian and maybe you might want a Jamaican sprinter to win. You may be Namibian, you might want to see, for example, the Copper Queens of Zambia doing well. That is the spirit of Olympics, and right here on Sport Rap, we are absolutely going to be celebrating it. However, let me swing you over to someone who knows everything about international news, Ariogad.
Neo Paints is proud to call Namibia home. For more than 70 years, Neo Paints has been inspired by this country's natural colors and beauty to produce the wide variety of trusted quality paints we have become known for. Proudly Namibian by nature, Neo Paints has over the years involved itself in several key projects across the nation, bringing lasting beauty, premium paints to liven up both indoor and outdoor environments. As durable as the Namib Desert, Neo Paints has stood the test of time through all weather conditions, leaving a lasting impression on the hearts and the minds of all Namibians. Neo Paints Namibia, a coat of excellence.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with golf news first. It's a British Open being played at the Royal Troon Golf Club, and the final round will be played on Sunday. Results from the first round is that Daniel Brown, he's leading the first round. That's his first major that he's ever playing in, and he's leading on 65. That is 6 under par. Brilliant first round by Daniel Brown. Closely followed by experienced Shane Lowry of Ireland. He came in with a minus 566. Other scores to mention, minus 3 for Justin Thomas of the United States. And then the world number 1, that is Scotty Scheffler. He played a 70, that is 1 under par. Not too good for some of the big names in world golf. John Rahm came in with a 2 over par score. Rory McIlroy, also of Northern Ireland, he came in with a plus 7 score, that is 78. And then it is Tiger Woods, that was plus 8 for his first round, that is a 79 he played. So not a good start for Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods. Southern African interest, 2 players on level par. Good start for them on 71. That is Tristan Lawrence. And then it's also Dean Burmeister. Moving on to cycling news, it is a Tour de France that will finish on Sunday. That will be in Nice. And what happened on stage 18 was, it was a sprint to the end, and it was Belgium Victor Kampenaerts, and he won the stage in a sprint that was over 179 kilometers, stage 18. The leader in the Tour is still Tadej Pogačar after the 18th stage. He finished in a bunch that was all of 13 minutes behind the leaders, but they were way behind on the general classifications. No effect on the general classification leaders. Tadej Pogačar leading by 3 minutes and 11 seconds still over Jonas Vingegaard, the winner of last year's Tour. And then 5 minutes 9 seconds further back or behind the leader is Remco Evenepoel. So it's between these three for the last 2 days of the Tour de France. On Saturday, the stage will be 132 kilometers. It is again in the mountains, so the last chance for Jonas Vingegaard to challenge Tadej Pogačar. And then on Sunday, it is a time trial. It will be from Monaco to Nice. It will be 33.7 kilometers. That's a Tour de France that finishes on Sunday. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is international rugby news. It is from men's rugby. Quite a few internationals being played all over the globe. It is the Springboks that play in Bloemfontein against Portugal. That kickoff time is 5 p.m. on Saturday. Interesting news from that game and great achievement by the referee for the game. That is Holly Davidson. She is from Scotland. It will be the first time ever that a female referee will referee a Springbok rugby test. Other test matches played on Saturday is New Zealand that will play against Fiji. That game is played in the United States in San Diego. Then also Australia at home against Georgia. Then it's Uruguay that will host Argentina, and also Chile that will host Scotland. And on Sunday it is Japan that will play against Italy. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend, and we talk international sport again on Monday. Goodbye.